Hello, my friends, and welcome to a brand new, at least to us, subscription box. We have had a kit previously from Hola Amigo, who makes these, and they just came out with this new line. This is one of the early boxes, so we thought we would try it out. So they started off with like a welcome to the neighborhood, and there's a school one, and I think one more. And I know that the next one coming up is ocean themed, aquatic themed, maybe a little bit of fishing to it. But this month's that we just got is Hola Dulcería. So we're doing a candy shop. So I won't read too much. My accent is terrible and I'm still learning myself, but I also thought that this would be a great way for me to practice, for my little one to practice, and for my partner, who is a native Spanish speaker, to be able to have something that those two could really connect on and work with, especially as Bug is doing a little bit more in homeschool this year and doing it more full time. So we've got a quick setup of what is included and kind of what it's all about. So we've got our whole list of what's inside. We're not going to talk too much about that just yet. It does include some extra resources. As soon as you sign up, you actually get some virtual resources. They're like, hey, this is what's coming up the next month. Do you want to practice? Do you want to play? Are you getting ready? So there's the book read aloud and activity videos. I loved those last time when they would have YouTube videos of how things are supposed to be pronounced properly. Because I'd be like, oh, I know these words, and then I get stuck. And you don't want to teach someone the improper pronunciation. So there's a whole YouTube playlist, and they have a cute Pinterest board, which I'm really excited to dive into. It's been a while since we've tried this one. We gave it a try a couple years ago, but Bug went kind of up and down in it. It was very craft based. They have a whole different subscription. This one is like creating a neighborhood. So I thought we would give this one instead. And each collection kit, that's what these ones are, provides a fun, hands-on, low-pressure way to continue learning and using Spanish in your daily activities. So it's a lot of play as well as making, though a bit less of like the worksheets and focused activities, which we did really like. We really loved it, like the Halloween, the pumpkin thing. That was adorable. That was so freaking cute. We really liked the holiday theme. We had made so many like little mug magnets and like little mittens. They were adorable. But this one is, I guess I would call it like a step up, and it's good for younger kids as well as older kids, and I'm really into it. So we get 2 books every month in this one. We get a fiction and a nonfiction. So our fiction one is all about our candy shop itself, and everything is bilingual. So we have the book in Spanish as well as English. So we usually go line by line, and then sometimes we'll try it in just one or the other. So really beautiful illustrations, and it's a nice board book. So they'll have your regular story itself plus some extra resources in here. So you can go over your shapes, you can play with your colors, and of course you'll be able to connect those into other activities. Then we have our non-fiction book. So this is a good one for early readers to also read on their own. It's less of a picture book that you would typically read to a child and ask them questions about, and more that you could read to them, or they can work on reading themselves as well. So this is all about how the candy makers make their candy, which is really neat. And this one is a soft cover. We have a little baggie, and inside are 2 wooden die. So we've got shapes in different colors, and then all squares, so different colors. So pretty interesting. And we got a nice cloth bag for it. This is something that really made these unique, is it includes a wooden play set. So we have double-sided wooden toys, and they're a very nice quality. We've got a gumball machine and a child. And we have our candy makers. Really neat. I love when they have the labels on them, like the carts, the cotton candies both do. The gumball machine does, but the child does not. And we have another one here. There we go. You don't need to look at me. And our next character. And we have a few more here. And they're all wrapped up in tissue paper, so they're nice and safe. Oh, I love this one. So we have a whole piñata and a burst piñata. I love that. And to take it a step up, to be a full working playset, this is also wood. Okay. So we have our candy shop inside and outside. And just the same, we have a little piece. So they slot together. So it will actually stand, and you can play with all these little pieces. So you can decorate it or use your little play pieces, and you can have visitors come in here. How cute is that? I thought that Bug would really like this. We still play a bit with blocks, and we have like a foam mat in their room where they have where we've always played with blocks and like little trucks and cars. And I remember them having wooden blocks similar to this size at Target, and we have quite a few of those ones. So the scaling's not perfect. It's not exactly the same or identical, but I think that they'll play really well together. But that is not all. So we also have some activity cards. These are las formas, all of our shapes. So you've got some cute little cards. I love that they're actually punched out and in a receipt little baggie. So in our other subscription, I don't know if it's different now or if it's the same, but that was one thing that it did take a bit of prep. So you'd open it up and it had so many materials. I mean, it had like a full month's worth of materials, but it was a lot of prep. Like this here. This is a full shapes game. I don't know the game yet. We're gonna have to look on our page to get exactly what to do with it, because it is a 4-in-1 math game. We'll need the candies and the dice. So it comes with all of your instructions, but there's also teacher-led videos. So your kids can play by themselves. They can teach themselves as well. But there are 2 pages here. They are identical on front and back. So back pages has the colors and the shapes. And they are pre-punched, so they're falling out in the box, so they'll be really easy to pop out, and I'll just stick them in a baggie. We have a little dry erase marker and an activity book. So another one that's really, really neat. Again, it is fully bilingual. So if you're not like our family, who not everyone speaks Spanish, and you might be on the reverse side of learning English, this could also be a really fun way to make that connection. So we have ways that these new words are actually being used in conversation. We have our letter practice, a little game. We can do tic-tac-toe with candy pieces. Working on writing sentences. So it'll have most of the sentence and then one word or word pair to write. So we'd have dulces or candy, and both of them are dotted for tracing. Okay. And we have some other activities in here. Some questions. Everything that has more than one use, which I really love. How much does it cost? Which is also a really fun way to start up, like, hey, maybe we're going to play a candy shop game. So some counting. So some things, they're really only going to be used a few times, kind of worksheet based, and some you can kind of keep expanding on, which I think is going to be really fun. And of course, like I said, it's dry erase, so there is no permanent mistake. Everything gets to be used and reused. I love the IC. That one's a fun game. And of course, they have extra materials and resources online if you want to do more, if you want to expand on like what kind of activities are available, because these are just going to be a lot of your early literacy and your early math skills as well. Plus, you'll be learning more about candy shops and shapes and playing and learning, which is fun. So you get to apply all of those new language pieces to our wooden blocks. I love that they come back apart and perfect for storage. I'm excited. And yeah, I think that's all I have for y'all today. So I know that there are other subscription, which we just still like. I still can see myself getting it again, or if they are getting more interested in it, because I do want to put them into another Spanish class later on, or Spanish club later on as well. But we don't want to overburden, right? We don't want to do too much at once. So I like this. I think this one is really fun, and it's a really neat way to go about it, and it keeps it more play-based. I think one thing we didn't like about the last activities was that there were a lot of activities that you could kind of skip over the Spanish aspect of it, which is great if you just like, okay, I just want to make a pumpkin today. Like, I just want to make a pizza today. And it has a lot of replayability, and I like the value in here. That being said, the other one had a lot more set activities, a lot more activity ideas that were like ready and waiting for you. I could see them being played together really well, or even switching back and forth on them. But play-based learning kit, I am loving this. And I think we'll get it again. I think we skipped the next one because we want to see how it goes, how the play style is, if it has what we're looking for. And I think we'll just get it theme by theme. And we'll skip the ones that are just not quite as exciting or not quite as much fun. But yeah, we have more printables, we've got more activities, and I'm so excited to play with them. So I hope you guys like this one too. And yeah, I'll let you know what I think. Love you guys so much. Bye.